Hello, I'm Fred Fountain. A better Canada. Invest in it. Celebrate, reflect, and dream. Look at the big picture, our country, from the viewpoint of being a country. Look at our individual place in the big country. Look at others around us who make up Canada. We support each other. We create the value that is Canada. But what is Canada? A free and a peaceful and a prosperous country. Canada is very free, very peaceful, and very prosperous. Perhaps freedom and peace cannot be had without prosperity. I will focus on the prosperity part of it. 150 years ago, we didn't have pensions, and we didn't have coffee. We didn't have donuts. We didn't have the hole in the donut become something other than the piece that came out of the donut to make the hole. We had rudimentary home comfort, communication, transportation. We had dreams. We did not have much of a financial system. I will trade you 6 haddock for a bushel of corn. We did have ample resources and resourcefulness. We had optimism and we had opportunity. Along the line, we also had imagination, innovation, investment, wealth creation, prosperity, Canadian culture and identity, and growth. But do we need growth? In growth is preservation. Prosperity requires progress. Progress requires investment. Investment needs capital creation. Growth preserves our capital, our prosperity, and our well-being. Canadian culture and heritage demand continuing investment. We developed world-leading assets in transportation, communication, finance, resource development, and civility. All are conducive to peace, order, and good government. We've had great innovators, investors, wealth creators, including the likes of Kennard, Aitken, Thompson, Desmarais, Lazaridis. Landmark companies in Canada's development include Hudson's Bay, Canadian Pacific, BlackBerry, Bombardier, Royal Bank, Scotiabank, BCE. Not all of these have been ultimately successful. Not all have been good investments. Not all are now owned by Canadians. But all have been leaders in growing and stewarding a great country. Do we need wealth? Does a donut need a hole in it? The donut and its hole is the subject of particle physics. Fortunately, we have our own recent Nobel Prize-winning physicist from Cape Breton, Alex McDonald, Dalhousie graduate, who recently presented a scientific paper. Well, actually, it was on This Hour Has 22 Minutes. And tried to explain the fundamental laws of Canada based on the neutrino, or if you will, through the Timbit. Education is essential, but it requires wealth to invest in it. We have invested well. Canadians are among the best educated people in the world. If you don't invest, you don't get. Spend it, and it's gone. Investment, reinvestment, and stewardship make for greatness. Canada, we are the 1%. We believe we use our means responsibly and for the greater good. This is good of Canada, and is true of the most prosperous Canadians who do pay a very large proportion of the country's income by way of taxes. They contribute to reinvestment, stewardship of essential assets, innovation, and over and above, give back in a very large way. To celebrate Canada, we must maintain peace and freedom while encouraging a favorable system for growth. Corporate Canada, don't hoard your money, invest it. To be inclusive and prosperous does not mean reducing our level of achievement to the lowest common denominator. It means raising everyone. There is too much inequality in our society. To solve this problem requires not redistribution, but growth. From a John Keats poem called Ode on a Grecian Urn, illustrating the success of society and civilization for over 2,000 years. Beauty is truth, truth, beauty. That is all you know on earth and all you need to know. In a world that sometimes lurches from truthiness to post-truth and alternative facts, it is not unimportant to champion beauty. Are we lucky or smart? We used to be lucky with room to grow, great natural resources, some smart people. Now our resources are under siege and often misused. We may get lucky, but we have to be smart. Invest in smart people. Invest in caring people. The market goes up slowly. The market goes down quickly. If we've invested well, our assets will remain sustainable for our families and our country's future. Are we special? We built a railway in the 1880s. We fought some heart-wrenching and extraordinary battles in 1917. We appeared to the world in the 1960s as peacekeepers led by Nobel winner Lester Pearson. We brought the world amazing comedians, a gift that keeps on giving. Now we have Drake, and great water, and good health care. We're nice, unearned, but influential. My short poem, Ripples, encompassing compound interest, Cape Breton, and right whales. Ripples a pebble thrown by a little child's hand, rattle distant shores. How do other countries see us? Much of the time, they do not see us at all. We are 0.5% of the world's population, much larger in our assets and influence. Many around the world consider Canada a great country. We sometimes do overrate our own importance, yet we are a highly successful country that benefits the rest of the world. We have invested well. Energy takes empathy. We cannot stand still. We build on success with wealth and new growth. We are special as we lighten up and listen to our comedians. We are a big country, proud to show ourselves to the world and to age gracefully. Thank you very much.